I want to share with you why your funnel is currently not converting. In order for you to have a very successful and high conversion rate, you want to make sure that the foundational work and the marketing and your messaging beforehand leading up to this conversion event, that really matters. The high value solution is that you can have a funnel that makes money for you every single day. Rebecca, oh my God, my funnel is working. I was so surprised. I opened up my emails and I had new clients sign up without me doing a single thing. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Rebecca Adehill Show. I hope that you are having the most incredible start to your week. I am really excited to dive into today's episode, and I want to share with you why your funnel is currently not converting. And I'm also going to show you how we are going to fix that. So first of all, I just want to paint the picture for you. You have spent months and months and months building out your funnel. Every email, every sequence, every automation, your conversion event, you have spent endless of hours perfecting and crafting this funnel. You're excited and you know what's on the other side, inside of your program. You know that you have the most life-changing and transformative space for your clients. Then you are ready. You are finally ready after months of perfecting this. You're like, it's ready, it's done. I am ready to launch my conversion event. You spend endless of time designing this conversion event on Canva, and you are getting all of your slides ready. And I'm gonna use the example that you are running your conversion event as a masterclass, and you have all of the slides, you have all of the notes, and you have the design that promotes the conversion event, and you're like, I am ready. And you are just feeling very positive and optimistic. So you're like, I believe that I'm going to have a 20% conversion rate, maybe even a 30% conversion rate. You're like, let's launch. You launch the conversion event. And next minute, you have a few people sign up to attend this live conversion event. And then you get a few more sprinkle in and maybe a few more. But already you feel like it's not the volume that you had first anticipated. But you remain optimistic. You're like, I know that the universe is working for me and this is all going to work out. And you keep on pushing and you keep on promoting this conversion event. And the day is finally here where you sit down in front of your computer and you are ready to deliver this incredible masterclass to then convert people into your program. And you were like, okay, so I've had 100 people sign up for my conversion event. I'm going to go with about a 20% conversion rate. And you're crunching numbers in your head and you're like, I am ready. I'm excited. And then you press start on Zoom and you notice that the show up rate is quite low. You're like, what's going on here? And you wait a few more minutes just to make sure that, just in case people are running late, you want to make sure that you're just leaving a bit of a buffer. So you're having small talk on Zoom and you can feel the nerves kick in. And the more you feel like the nerves start to kick in, you are switching from I'm here to be of service to thinking in the back of your mind, I'm here to sell people into my program and I need to nail this. And what tends to happen is the light and the magnetism and the ease in which you speak about your programs it dims a little bit because now you are subconsciously in a different energy of hoping for this 20% conversion. And then you get to the end of the masterclass and you say goodbye, thank you so much, see you later, and you sit back and you refresh your inbox to get the notification saying that someone has signed up to your program. And you're like, what's going on? Are the confirmation emails in place here? What is going on? Why is no one converting? And you can feel in your body and you can feel that something did not quite land. And then you have this whole beautiful sequence after, and you are adding in this level of scarcity and FOMO for people who are missing out, and you're like, still nothing. Maybe you have like 1 or 2 sign up, and you're like, what is wrong? The disappointment of you not nailing this. Does this sound familiar? And I want to highlight something. If this feels familiar, you are not alone. This is one of the most common problems that I help my clients with. And the reason why I really wanted to take the time just to paint the picture, because I want to let you know that you are not meant to nail your funnel on the first go. If you've never done it before, if you have not spent time perfecting your funnel, if you have not gotten support from people that have built out a funnel that actually works for them, I understand that maybe we missed the mark. So you are not alone. But I also want to share with you how we are going to fix it. But before I share the solutions with you, I just want to break down a few steps where perhaps you went wrong in the whole process and leading up to the conversion event to sell people into your program. Because here's the thing, in order for you to have a very successful and high conversion rate, you want to make sure that the foundational work and the marketing and your messaging beforehand, leading up to this conversion event, that really matters. I always say to my clients, the time when you are not inside of a launch is actually the most potent time. So I have this saying in my business that I'm in a launch 24/7, 365, regardless if I'm in a launch or not. And the reason I say that is because every single piece of content that you put out to the world should be rooted in so much intentionality. You should be so mindful why you are creating this piece of content, reverse engineering every piece of content, so that when you do go into a launch or when you are inside of a launch, the conversions become really effortless. So the first mistake that I'm seeing is that your messaging leading into the conversion event is far too broad. If you are spending your time and energy creating content that speaks into really fluffy, I call them umbrella words. It's just like a big word salad of beautiful big words that sound really amazing. But here is the thing, those big words, they are actually not going to resonate with your dream clients. So I want to give you an example of this. If you are, for instance, in your marketing, you say, if you are currently feeling stuck and overwhelmed, I'm going to help you create freedom. They're like, what? Okay, cool. So what do you actually do? I'm going to help you go from not being in alignment to leading with impact. Like, what does that mean? What do you actually do? So maybe what you'll notice, and I really invite you to go through your marketing and start to see, is there a pattern here? Am I using just like really big fancy words and your engagement is really low? It's simply because you have not yet mastered to be really specific in your content. Your dream clients, they are looking for specificity. They don't want any general advice. They want really specific advice. So you can actually showcase that you are the bridge that they are currently looking for, the bridge of transformation. So that is the first step. And the second step is looking at your client journey. So when you are inside of your conversion event, either number one, you are not clearly articulating the transformation and the solution that you have on the other side. And you are just speaking again like all these high level words and high level solutions that are actually not hitting the mark on a very specific solution that they are currently looking for. And what's really important here is that we are painting the picture of a beautiful client journey. So wherever in the timeline you are providing a solution for, so if you are speaking directly into your dream client, you will have a timeline of transformation and you will speak into any part of that timeline. But here is what's really important. Your conversion event must speak into a very specific part of your client timeline. And when you can clearly articulate what that solution is and what that transformation is, allow yourself to be really specific and go deep. And often what I'm seeing clients doing, either they are over-delivering or they are way too broad, and it just feels very kind of structured. I am doing this masterclass and this conversion event because I want to convert people. We are losing this human connection. And we know that we are all in business because we are solving someone's problem. And I know that you are brilliant at what you do. And have you ever felt or witnessed someone who's in the same industry as you, and you're like, I know that my stuff is better than that person over there, but they get more clients, they get higher conversion. Why am I not getting that? And the reason for that is because they have nailed their messaging. They have nailed the way they articulate what they do and how they support their clients. Because I've said this before and I'm going to say it again, what makes conversion really easy is the whole lead up to you articulating what you do and showcasing your authority, showcasing the solution that you have for your clients. So when it comes to the conversion, that's just like a tiny part of the process, because by the time you have done all this foundational work, by the time they come to that conversion event, they will already be sold. And if you don't feel like they are already sold by the first hello on that conversion event, we know that we need to strengthen the muscle in the build up to that conversion event. So having a super clear client timeline. And the third problem that I'm seeing is the conversion sequence that happens after the conversion event. So a lot of people get really caught up in needing to convert right there and then. You're sending out the link, you're ready for people to buy from you. But some people, they actually like to make a very grounded decision. And when I think about my dream clients, they don't even buy into scarcity. They are very grounded. They are very intentional with what they are creating. They have a very clear vision, and they are simply, in a very grounded way, they are looking for the next step in their journey and in their evolution. So for instance, I have a lot of clients that come to me that have spent endless of time trying to craft their funnels, yet they are not converting clients. So when I get to share in a very simple podcast episode like this, how I would specifically support that and how I would fix that, what do you think that does to my dream client? I am creating safety and certainty, and I'm showcasing that I have the solution that they are looking for. And this is the exact framework I am teaching inside of quantum scaling, which I'm taking you behind the scenes around messaging and how you should deliver your conversion event, every single sequence. And here is the important part, the conversion sequence that happens after the event. You want to make sure that those emails that you send out after are so strategic that they actually support the buyer process. What I mean by this is that we are not convincing them in their marketing. We are supporting the buying process. And there is a big difference in energies here. If I'm needing to convince you to buy from me, please buy from me. I'm going to send you one email. Please buy from me. Please buy from me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're like, oh, it's kind of repelling. Instead of me highlighting even more so and creating an even more solid foundation to actually show you that I have the solution or that you have the solution that your clients are looking for, what's going to happen when they are in the decision-making process? They're going to feel grounded, certain, it makes sense. They can clearly see the ROI on investment. So conversion becomes a no-brainer for them because we have now supported their buying process. So now you know the kind of 3 mistakes. So I'm going to switch now and tell you the 3 steps that you need to focus on to actually fix this. And step number 1, yes, it is your messaging. We need to nail your messaging. And again, if you are speaking into the macro problems or the macro solutions, we are actually missing the mark. As I mentioned before, your clients are looking for specific solutions. And the way I'm even seeing the industry changing is that there are no generalized advice. People are looking for experts, genuine experts in that particular field. They want you to go 7 layers deep on a particular topic versus you going really broad. So the key part here is to look for micro problems that creates a high value solution. And what I mean by this, instead of you are going from stuck to unstuck. Like stuck is a big word. What about if we go into a micro problem that they are currently facing? Think about all of the big problems that your dream client currently have. Think about all of the big problems that your dream clients currently have. What if you were to break it down to a very specific micro problem? Or if you got to pick the top 3 micro problems, then on the other side of that, you get to create a high value solution. Micro problems to high value solutions. So rather than going macro problems and a really broad solution, we're going micro problems to high value solutions. So now what's going to happen is that your dream clients, they will start to see that you understand the finer details of what problems they currently have, and you can then paint the picture. You get to bridge that gap to create a high value solution. So you can say, if you have this specific problem, that specific problem, and this specific problem, we need to take you on this journey. This is what we're going to do to fix it. And the byproduct of that is that you will have this solution. So for instance, I know by us fixing your funnel, your income is uncapped. There is that much money and impact to be made once you nail this. So I know that you are leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table if you have not nailed your funnel. But I know the micro problems that you are currently facing is one of them is your messaging. Another one is not nailing your client journey. And the third is looking at your conversion sequence. They are very specific problems that I can see already. If we go in and fix those specific problems, the high value solution is that you're going to have a funnel that makes money for you every single day. When you have a day off, when you're at sleep, when you are hanging out with your family, you will have a business that supports you. And the third step here, and I mentioned it briefly before, that is to have a conversion sequence that genuinely supports the buying process. I always say that I don't hold space for potential clients when they are in the buying process. What I mean by that is that energetically, I don't hold space for people when they tell me that they need to walk away with it, walk away to think about it, or they go through my sequence. There is like a very clean energy because I believe the clients that I work with, they are very empowered people. They know exactly where the sign-up link is. I don't need to follow up with them. I don't need to check. they are very empowered. They are very self-led. They are very clear on what they want. So there's actually no convincing or me feeling like I need to hold this anxious attachment to them signing up to my space. I know that I have a high value solution and I'm able to articulate the micro problems that my clients are currently facing. And the reward and the ROI on the other side is quite significant. And these are all micro steps and strategies and solutions that I'm teaching inside of my program, Quantum Scaling, because these micro tweaks that you can actually do inside of your business will have a significant impact on the amount of people that sign up to your conversion events or people that are inside of your funnel. And the beautiful part, once people are inside of your funnel, they're inside of your funnel forever. Only because they did not sign up to that particular conversion event. That does not mean that the funnel is done. That is just one part of the funnel. And when you have a very intentional conversion sequence, you have a downsell sequence, you have a nurture sequence, there are so many sequences that we can build out that eventually they will convert depending on where in the timeline you are particularly speaking into. And there is a whole process to this. And I had a lot of resistance building out my funnel because I had a fairly successful business before I even built out my funnel. And I'm like, oh, I know I need to do this. I know I need to do this. I know I need to do this. Now, helping you build up a funnel is my love language because I know that you will become the most abundant business owner and you will feel, I'm telling you this, you will feel once you have built out this funnel and you know that it's working, you are so dialed in on your messaging, you are speaking into your $1 million client persona, you are taking them on a journey and you're like, my offer suite is tangible. I'm proud of the work that I'm putting out into the world. You are solving very specific problems. When you know that to be very true about your business, and you also know that you have a funnel that is highly converting, that supports you when you are resting, you will start to feel like you are no longer trapped in the rat wheel of your business, of constantly launching another month. Oh, now I'm going to do something else. Like that is going to lead to burnout. And the only way I can describe it when you have a high converting funnel that works for you 24/7, 365, it's the feeling of genuinely feeling held in your business. And that was something I said to myself last year in 2023 that I really desire to feel held. So I spent all of 2023 perfecting my funnel into all of 2024. And I have mastered it again and again and again and again. And there is nothing better witnessing my clients go through the whole process using my quantum funnel framework inside of quantum scaling. They press go. They have clients register for the conversion event. They have a high show up rate. They have an incredible conversion rate. And the people that don't show up to the conversion event, we then have this beautiful conversion sequence and a downsell sequence that ultimately they are being so held in their business. And nothing beats when I get the message, Rebecca, oh my fucking God, my funnel is working. I was so surprised. I opened up my emails and I had new clients sign up without me doing a single thing. The funnel is funneling, life is lifing, money is to be made, impact is to be made. It is nothing better than that. So if you are currently in the process of refining your funnel, please don't give up. I feel like you don't have to do it alone. But I'm telling you, if you are not perfecting your funnel, stepping into 2025, number one, you are going to fall behind. Because there are a lot of people that are putting a lot of effort of building out a really solid infrastructure inside of their businesses at the moment. They have the systems that supports them. We have the processes, the automation, the scalability, the funnels. We genuinely have so much spaciousness inside of our businesses that really allows us to focus on activities inside of our businesses that actually will support us scale to even bigger heights. So if you want to find out more about this, just drop me a DM on Instagram, Quantum Scaling or QS. Send me a DM. I'm also going to put all of the details in the show notes below. Build out your funnel. Take this as a sign to build out your funnel. And I promise you, sometimes it's going to feel like you're being taken out of your zone of genius. Just commit to it. Get your hands dirty. Build out this funnel, and you will thank yourself for doing it. My life has completely changed. My business, my bank account, and the way I am feeling inside of my business has completely changed simply because I chose to build out a funnel that will support me in ways I cannot quite comprehend yet. I really hope that you have loved today's episode. I'm really proud of you. Keep on going. And if you have launched a funnel and if you had a conversion event and it did not go to plan, don't be discouraged. Keep on going, because I know that you are a master at what you do. And it's just a matter of time and tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it until we find a way that you know that it works. So you can go into every launch or you can create every piece of content knowing that the structure and the foundation that you have inside of your business, you know that it's working. And the confidence and the certainty that you will get from knowing that will be unmatched. I hope that you have loved this episode, and I cannot wait to be back here next week for another show.